Hello, hello, hello. So, let me get all the vibes going for y'all. We have the incense here, smoke going. We have our candles. Welcome in, welcome in. I have some messages for you. Messages from spirit that so many people need to hear. These downloads, when I say these downloads, they have been coming nonstop, and I'm just like, I need to share them. So first off, let me call in the ancestors, spirit guides, so that I give you guys clarity today. I come with clear messages, concise messages, and allowing us to be protected in this sacred space so we can have these conversations flawlessly, lovingly, with grace and peace, Ashe. So as people come in, they'll come into whatever part of the story that they come into. And I have my window open because we have some smoke going, and when the smoke is on, the windows are open. So excuse whatever noises that you may hear. If it gets too loud, let me know, comment below. But yes, it's been so many new messages coming in, especially because it is Mercury Retrograde and things are just things are just all over, right? It's all over, but the messages that are coming to me is to help us bring balance and grounding back into our lives at this time. And I'll give a fun story. Before I started this live, I realized that I left my tarot cards in my car, and that was lesson one for me, that I have divination tools, but the divination is within, right? That's first lesson of the day. Divination is within. So all these tools, all these things that we use to get us inclined, you know how people are always like, journal and go out into nature and candles and water, and that is great. That facilitates the journey. But we are the journey. We are the ones creating this. So we have to create it from within and allow it to just feed into the outside world. Bless the outside world, better yet. So I feel like I see that some people are coming in. I see that some people are still waiting to come in. And as they come in, like I said, the messages will continue to flow. But today I wanted to talk about, first of all, I'm Ani, for those that don't know me, because I will post this later, founder of Sage Me Down. And I am an intuitive healer, which makes me credible because I have connection to source. As we all do, we're all credible, but I chose to tap into mine. Short intro. But today we're going to be talking about Mercury Retrograde. We're going to talk about some downloads that I've been having for spirit, reasons why you might feel out of whack, out of balance, feeling like you're in a void, feeling like you are in this dark space right now in your life. Or if you don't feel like you're in this dark space, feeling kind of lost, not knowing where to go. All of that will be discussed today. So whatever questions that you have, put it in there. We'll touch up on it and we'll really just dive deep into this. But I want to start off with the first thing. Mercury Retrograde. That's the elephant in the room, right? Everybody has been kind of like, oh my God, Mercury Retrograde. We're seeing all these posts about it. We're having people talk about it. But many people don't know exactly what Mercury Retrograde is. So I'm going to break this down. And if somebody wants to reiterate and write down what I'm saying, please do. Grab a notebook, grab paper. If you have your laptop next to you, whatever the case may be, write this down. Because I feel like it's very valuable information. And again, I will post this onto the page. Mercury Retrograde is basically when Mercury is slowing down. Mercury in astrology is the planet of communication. It is the messenger planet. So during this time, your messages can either be slowed down, there can be some type of confusion, there can be some disillusionment, there can be, when we talk about communication, this is our technology too. So technology going in and out, maybe not working, cutting off, damage to your property. When we think of Mercury retrograde, we think about things are just out of order. And why are things out of order at this time? Because with Mercury being a messenger planet, and Mercury retrograde lasts about 3 to 4 weeks. So this Mercury retrograde, I believe, ends October 15th. So the messenger planet is slowing down, and we're all feeling like we're not grounded, we're not balanced. It's because we have not connected to the message of source. So this time is actually a time of transformation. Mercury retrograde is a time for transformation. It's not that you're confused. It's that source is saying, I want you to reflect. I want you to look to us for your messages instead of all these physical things that you're relying on. I want you to see the full transformation. And let me slow it down because it might have been too fast for some of y'all. Mercury is the messenger planet. So as your technology isn't working, or as when it's time for you to sign contracts, they say don't really sign contracts, don't start new projects, why are they saying that? Why are astrologers saying that? Because they're telling you you need to consult with source first for everything that you're doing in this time, because this is a time where they're purposely slowing everything down for you to pay attention, for you to ask messages, not only to source, but to understand sources within you. So ask yourself, which is AKA reflection. Look, this is a part of the download, right? During this time, this is the time where we go inward. On top of it, we're entering fall. We just entered autumn, right? We're entering fall. So fall is the time of the hermit. Fall is the time of we're preparing to go inward, right? We're preparing to go inward before this long hibernation, winter solstice, all of that. So in this time of transformation, right? I had a conversation with my friend. I see my friend Momo is on here. I had a conversation with my friend who she said, we were talking about this. She said, why do people have this bad, negative energy around Mercury retrograde? They treat this holiday, they treat it as a holiday, and a holiday at that of things are going wrong. But what if we treated it as things are not going wrong, things are happening to transform us? These little details are the big details to the end goal, which is the journey. Because the journey is the destination. So if we treat everything that we're going through, every detail that we're going through, especially during Mercury retrograde where things feel like it's going to shit, as if we look at it as transformation and we look at it as these are the shadows to our light, these are the things that's going to help us through our journey. These are the times that we really need to connect with source, connect with ourselves. Do you know how powerful we can radiate when we get out of this Mercury retrograde? So we sit here and we feel so confined and bonded, shackled even, when it comes to these things because we feed off society. So society tells us this is a time to feel like everything is going to shit. Society tells us that we need to be worried every time we hear Mercury retrograde, or we need to be worried when we're going through suffering, going through struggle, or going through pain. But the thing is, the one thing that a lot of people in society don't talk about because it's known, but it's not talked about, suffering, pain, strife, all of that is transformation. People ask, what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is the struggle to get you to the truth. It's the journey of the pain so that you feel happiness. Enlightenment is the journey of not understanding yourself fully, feeling lost, going through financial issues, career issues, family issues, etc. issues, so that when you get to a place of fulfillment, you appreciate everything you have, and then that enlightenment continues into your abundance. And when you have that abundance, right, understanding, sympathizing, empathizing with things that served a purpose at that time that was temporary, not permanent, then you can now have that abundance and see that everything is working for me, not against me. So in regards of Mercury retrograde, the planets, life, let's talk about it, life, okay? In regards to that, life is happening for me. It's not against me. And I know we've heard it before. There's so many things that we heard before that we didn't pay attention to until now. We didn't pay attention until we got older, right? All these sayings that they used to say when we were younger that we really didn't get the concept of. Now we're having time to reflect and transform and revisit these concepts. So again, life is not happening to you. Life is not against you. Life is not here to punish you or to make you fail. Life is happening for you. Life is happening to teach you. Life is happening so that you can understand that you as a spiritual being are living a human experience, and this human experience is something to allow you to fully dive in, to feel life as joy, to feel life as play, to feel life as dance, feel life as music, instead of seeing life as systems and working and what do I look like and da-da-da. Life is not here for that. It's to work for you. So let me drink some water, because y'all see what I'm saying? The downloads have been coming, okay? And we haven't even really gotten into it. So if you have a notebook, you have pen, paper, something to write on, go grab it. Grab some water. Take a deep breath. Let me drink some water. Because the downloads. All right. So now we about to open up the book. I literally have a book. Let's turn to page 555, everybody. The page of transformation in your Sage Me Down textbooks. Because, so I have so many different messages. I wrote down so many different things that just, it has been happening. So I want to kind of touch on this idea of what happiness is, right? Because we have this certain idea of happiness, but then we can never fully explain it. So I took time to write down what happiness is to me. Happiness could be something else to you, but these are concepts that we have to break down because society gives us one plain definition and then we're supposed to go with it. No, we need to reflect, redirect, unlearn, uncondition ourselves into what they are telling us. And like I said, Mercury retrograde is the time for messages. It's the time to look inward to see what is truth to you, not what systematic truth is. Truth to you. So let's dive into what happiness is. Happiness is being present. Okay? Happiness is being present. Happiness is looking forward to experience and purpose. That's what happiness is. Being present, looking forward to your experiences, and looking forward to fulfill your purpose. Happiness is the feeling of radiating love. It's the act of radiating love. Happiness is the feeling we get of warmth, of smiling within, inner smiles. Inner smiles is happiness. Happiness is knowing that you are divinely guided and supported. Many times people are like, I don't know how to be happy, or I used to be this person. Every time I'm happy, something bad happens to me. Shift that mindset. That's lack mindset. If you on this page, if the divine guided you to be on this live right now, you're having a mindset shift. You're having a transformation right now. We're on textbook page 555 of the Sage Me Down handbook. Okay? So with that, Sage Me Down handbook says you are divinely guided and supported. Life is not happening against you. Life is happening for you. So knowing that is happiness. Acknowledging that, this is the one. Y'all ready? This is the one. Happiness is acknowledging your shadows and its position in being the foundation to your light. Without pain, you do not know happiness. Without you being present and existing, you do not know happiness. So everybody's searching. I want to be happy. My end goal is to just be happy in life. Do it. Exist. Be present. Stop letting anger be your permanent. Sadness be your permanent. We don't have time for that. We have time to feel those emotions, yes. I will never not say to feel. But know that those emotions are not lingering emotions. Those emotions are temporary in your shadows to allow those shadows to be the foundation for your life. Look, I'm just telling y'all what Spirit told me to tell y'all. Okay, we're not done though. Happiness is being whole. Every time we feel like I want. Happiness is just being. I'm whole. I am full. The glass is not half empty. The glass is half full. And as the glass is half full, the abundance arises so that it can continue to pour into your cup. Whoo! Do y'all hear that? The glass is not half empty. The glass is half full. And it allows for the abundance to flow into your cup. Happiness is limitless. There are no limits. Shout out to you, Danny. There are no limits. There are no fears. Those are the things that we create in our mind. Happiness is limitless. It continues. It goes. Happiness is also compassion. It's understanding. It's peaceful. Happiness is loving and letting go. It is forgiveness. Sometimes we forget to be happy. We have to let go. We have to forgive. That was my epiphany this week. We all have personal epiphanies, right? We all have these personal revelations that come, these downloads that's like, you know, and I truly believe that I am a vessel. I believe we all, I'm going to say most of us are vessels, because some people do not be using their vesselhood in the right way. But I believe that I am a vessel. So the same way that I get downloads to flow through me to go to you, I also get downloads for me. And once I process it, then I can come back and reiterate what I'm supposed to say, to give this knowledge, spit this knowledge in the Sage Me Down temple. Because this is where we at. We in the Sage Me Down temple. So happiness is forgiveness. It's letting go. It's allowing yourself to say, what happened to me in the past? What triggered me? My traumas, my inner childhood work that I neglected. That was in the past. I will not forget, but I will forgive, not for other people, for myself. I will forgive for myself so I can let go of these burdens and these demons that have been hindering me and my mind, so that I can truly be happy. I don't know if y'all caught that, so let me break it down again. Happiness is forgiveness. So when you are forgiving people, you are really forgiving yourself. Let me give you an example. Somebody cheated on you. You can forgive them, but really you're forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to endure that type of pain. Those depressing nights from getting cheated on, whatever the case may be. Or if somebody crashed into your car, I forgive you, but you know what? I forgive myself for flicking you off after that happened because I was so angry. Because I remember when I was a kid and I got in a car accident and so and so and so. Forgiveness is partially for the other person, but it's truly for yourself. So when you let go those burdens, those attachments, right? In Buddhism, they talk a lot about letting go of attachments. Because when we have all these attachments fester in emotions, so that when it's time for us to really just exist, we don't know how. Most of y'all don't know how to just exist, to just be. And I will say I was a victim of this for a very long time, because I'm a person naturally just a planner. I love to plan. I love to think about the next steps and the consequences and what's next. But when I really sat there and was like, what does it feel like to just be? To just exist, to shut everything off for a couple of days and just be like, I am in the here and now. Have you ever existed? Have you ever been present? Let's talk about it, because I don't think y'all have. All right, so we talked about happiness. I will say in this time, another download that, first of all, can y'all comment below? Are y'all still with me? Are y'all still following along? Are y'all feeling what I'm saying? Or am I talking to myself? Am I talking to a wall? Leave an emoji, leave a yes, leave something. Am I getting through? Are y'all really hearing what I have to say? Are y'all really catching and receiving these downloads from Spirit? Because like I said, they give them to me so I can give it to you. Like I said, we here in the Sage Me Down Temple reading chapter 555 because I'm about to transform y'all life. I'm going to continue to transform y'all life. We in here. That's all I need to know, period. All right, so as y'all know, this was September, somewhere in the 20s. I can't remember the date off the top of my head right now, but it was a Pisces full moon. Comment the date if you remember the date. It was a Pisces full moon. And for the full moon, the purpose of the full moon is completion of a cycle, right? There's different moon phases, and when we get to the full moon, it's like we completed that cycle, those phases. We are now able to take the next journey. So Pisces are the sign of intuition, of mysticism, of really of intuition, of truly just being one with your divine feminine. Like Pisces exude divine feminine energy. So I don't know if any of y'all did the full moon rituals or not. I did. And sometimes, I was talking to my friend about this earlier as well. Sometimes we don't know how to be specific and ask for things and pray for things and talk to Source. And when I say Source, I mean God, I mean Buddha, I mean Allah, I mean the divine, your ancestors, your spiritual team, your angels, etc., etc., etc. Whoever is there for you, to protect you, to honor you, to guide you, that is Source, that is God, that is divine. They all have they're one thing to me. So whatever that feels like for you. So I'm going to interchange those names. So if you hear me saying, and with God, I don't feel it's a he, I feel it's a they, because it's spirit, right? So whatever, universe, whatever. So a lot of times we don't know how to talk or to pray to God, to Source, to divine. We don't know how to talk to them. We ask, we say, I had a bad day at work, and like, God, please give me the strength because, you know, it's just too much and I don't know what to do and I don't know I get we've been systematically structured to pray for mundane things like that, and that's okay. I'm not saying that that's wrong. That is okay. But there's also more you can ask for. So, and when I say ask for, it's really connecting. Source is also connecting to your higher self. Because they said what? God made you in their image. So the same way the Creator created you and then created you in their image, what are you? A creator. And what do you create? Your own reality, your own perception, your own mindset. Like I said, the Creator created you in their image. They created you to be a creator, and you create what? Your own reality, your own mindset, your own perception. Tapping in to the true I, the first I, not the third, the first. So, in that, going back to the story, right? And tell me if y'all with me. Pisces full moon, I sat there and said, and I could say this because it's already happened, you know. But I said, God, strengthen my intuition. Strengthen my faith. Strengthen my blessings. Allow me to do this with ease and peace and grace. Allow me to be gentle with myself. Right? So many people forget to ask for simple things. You forget to say, God, give me faith. You forget to say, God, let me trust you. You forget, and when I say, like I said, when I say God, I mean all of the above. It's a name for source. When you pray, you forget to say, God, show me love. Not love of others. Show me love of myself. And then when you show me love of myself, allow me to reflect that onto others. And going back to Danny, and attract that love back to me. We forget to say, God, give me strength. Give me patience. Give me happiness. God, show me how to believe in you. Show me how to surrender to you. God, show me how to release all the baggage and negative energy and polar energy that does not sit well with me, that is not for me. Show me how not to dwell in my emotions and make them feel as if they were permanent. Allow me to be present and see that these emotions are temporary for my human experience, growth, and expansion. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? It's the simple things. We are always looking at this huge picture. We are always looking 5 steps ahead instead of really sitting there and saying, let me get back to the basics. Let me get my faith back. Let me get my intuition back. Let me get my mental clarity back. When's the last time you asked for clarity to see, to have God wash out your eyes and let you truly see? If you haven't asked, I'm asking for all of us right now for that clarity, for that intuition, for that strength, for that faith, to believe that we are divinely guided and supported, to get those signs, to get those messages, to show that we are loved, to show that we are abundant, that we are prosperous, well, and healthy. If you haven't done it, I just did it for you. Okay? Ashe. Ashe. Ashe to that. Like I said, the downloads have been coming. And let me reiterate, because I feel like a lot of y'all... Let me drink some water. I think y'all need a breath. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale while I drink this water. Okay. Sometimes, I gotta ground myself because I just be going with the messages. And I know that it's a couple of people on here that really need this, but there's somebody that is really strong that needed this. Like, they're absorbing this so much. They are absorbing this so much to the point that they're probably crying right now because they're coming to these realizations for themselves that they are loved. They didn't know that they were loved, or they didn't acknowledge, better yet, they didn't acknowledge that they were divinely loved. But right now, they are feeling this so much that they are crying because they understand the magnitude of connecting with Source, getting these downloads, asking for simplicity in your life, washing away and protecting yourself, understanding what happiness is from the foundations of pain and shadows. Somebody needed to hear this. Somebody truly needed to hear this. So, we talked about Mercury Retrograde. We talked about happiness. We talked about the Pisces full moon, the cycle. We talked about how to talk to Source, how to pray to Source. And I know I got some other downloads in here for you that really just, this right here. Expectations. We gonna get into it. Expectations. So recently, 2020 to 2021, I started to learn what boundaries are. Okay? I learned about boundaries in my own personal life. I learned that I am expected to do so much by other people, but I never gave myself the expectation to set boundaries in place so that I can exist. And that's another reason why we fail to exist sometimes, or we fail or to acknowledge our existence, or we fail to truly be happy, because we are leaning on expectations of what everybody else wants our responsibilities to be, instead of us just being responsible for ourselves and what Source told us that we need to do. So 2020 to 2021, we all had such an interesting past 2 years, right? When I learned about boundaries, the way that it came for me was telling people I needed a mental health day. Telling my friends and family, you know what? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I need a break. I need to shut off my phone sometimes. I need to, even if I'm texting, if I'm posting on social media, that doesn't mean I need to call you. That doesn't mean I need to text you. That is okay. And I know, and this is me talking to my family and friends, posting about it. I know that y'all perspective of me is one way, and I know that y'all expect me to be there for every request, for every time you need advice, for every time you need my help or you want to just talk. I know you expect that. But the expectation for myself is to live for myself, and understanding that the first person I need is me, and if I cannot be there for me, I can't be there for nobody else. They say, how can you love yourself? How can you love other people if you don't love yourself? How can you love other people if you don't love yourself? How can you give to other people if you do not give to yourself? So expectations, boundaries are necessary. The one limit that does exist is the boundaries that you set for yourself. Limits and fears, they don't truly exist. But when you create them, right? Because they're illusions. But when you create them, you can create them. You can create them as boundaries so that people don't expect nothing from you. Don't expect nothing from you. Be surprised at everything I give you. How about that? So in the same sense of when it comes to somebody saying, you owe me this, or I need you for this, or can you do this for me? It's okay to set a boundary and say no. It's okay to say not right now. It's okay to say I'm taking time for me. Why do we have such a hard time with that though? It's hard for us to say that because we feel like we are so piled up with responsibilities, even to the most mundane things as answering the phone, texting back in a certain amount of time. It's because we have been conditioned in this way. But when we choose to unlearn and then learn the true ways of the divine, the true ways of source, we're unstoppable at that point. But the masses, they don't want us to be unstoppable at that point. They want us to be bounded. They want us to be limited. They want us to be fearful of everything we do. Why do you think so many people, especially people of color, have anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, manic disorder, anger disorder? Because we have been bounded in everything that we do, not just in our oppression, but we have been bounded in our thought. What is freedom actually? That's another download. Freedom is freedom of the mind, liberation of the mind. We think everybody's like, I want freedom, I want freedom, I want freedom. You could be free. Say you're free. Act as if you're free. Live as if you're free. Love yourself freely. Do things for you. We're marching for freedom. And there's freedom in other ways, yes. But the first freedom is freedom of the mind. Stop letting lack control you. Stop letting bounds control you, limits control you. Stop letting these things that are temporary facets of society control you. These things are not permanent. Going back to happiness, happiness is your experience and your purpose here in this time. You get one, well, at least I think, because there might be some other dimensions out here, right? But from what I know, is that we get one time to be in this body, in this realm, at this point in time, to talk about everything we want to talk about. In this point in time, in this realm, there will only be an Ani once. There will only be an Ani Cooper once. There will only be a Sage Me Down once. There will only be somebody with these locks and these nails and this face and this body. So it's like, why am I limiting myself from liberation? Because I want to assimilate to what society has told me to do. Because I want to feed into the conditioning. And I'm not gonna say that it's, the easiest thing in the world. But like I said, if the creator made you in their image, you are a creator of your own reality. So create in your reality freedom. Create in your reality happiness. Create in your reality love. These are the things that we simply neglect because, like I said, we fail to be present. We fail to exist. So for all of you that are just joining me, we've had an amazing discussion so far. We talked about, I'm just going to reiterate this because I feel like there's people that's joining in and out, and I really need y'all to get these messages because, like I said, there's somebody who is feeling this so much, and there's so many people that are going to need this in the future. Mercury retrograde is not about the disillusionment. It's about the transformation. It's about the reflection. It's about the messenger, the messages from source, the messages from self, elevating in that way. Then we have happiness, understanding what happiness means to us, acknowledging the experience, the purpose, the limitlessness, understanding that we create our own happiness. Understanding that when it comes to who we are in this body right now, we have to live it to the best of our ability. We have to be liberated in our mind. We have to create happiness for ourselves. We have to create love for ourselves, create success for ourselves. We have to stop taking on the conditioning of everybody else, assimilating to what everybody else is doing, and just be. And another thing we talked about was forgiveness. Forgiving other people is a way to forgive yourself for feeding into those emotions for so long. That thing that happened to you when you were a kid, let it go. You don't have to forget it. Let it go. Forgive them so you can forgive you. So that waits. Poor connection. All right, let me know if y'all can see me. Send me some emojis. Send me some. Are y'all here? Are y'all with me? Are y'all listening? Ashe. Let me know that y'all are here. Let me know that y'all are here. Tap in, tap in, tap in. How are we feeling? How are we receiving? How are we feeling? How are we receiving? All right, so as I'm spitting this wisdom right now in the Sage Me Down Temple, because I feel like this is the new segment, the Sage Me Down Temple, because I feel like I be here to really give y'all these downloads, to really preach for y'all. And when I say preach, not in the Christian sense, but to preach, to be the vessel of source, to be the vessel of source oneness, to be the vessel of love, to be the vessel of spirit, of nature, of kindness, so that you can get the message to liberate yourself. I'm not here to deliver you. I'm here to give you the tools to deliver yourself. I'm here to give you the tools to deliver yourself. I tell all of my clients, so most of you know, I do tarot services, I do rituals, sound healings, all of that, one-on-one consultation, all of that. But I tell my clients, if you were to stop coming to me to tell me that I started learning tarot for myself, I started learning how to do guided meditations for myself, and I feel good. Amazing. That's what I'm here to do. More and more each day, when I really feel the purpose, and I feel like a lot of you need to hear this, because there's somebody on here that is not feeling fulfilled. They're not feeling that their cup is full. That's another thing that we talked about. The glass is not half empty, the glass is half full, and when it is half full, it leaves more room for abundance to pour into your cup. So there's somebody on here, right? They're not feeling filled. They're not feeling like they're fulfilling their purpose. But the purpose for you is to do what you do, to create, to love yourself, so that you can bless others with your work, that you can bless others with the things that you are doing, bless others with your message, with your words, with your hearts, right? We always think purpose. My purpose, I need to be a doctor. I need to be a lawyer. I need to. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to heal you, to receive the blessings, to heal yourself, to use your shadows as the foundation of light, so that you can release these traumas, these challenges, letting them go, feeling the protection, feeling the divine guidance and support, and then being able to use what you had of healing to bless somebody else. That's what your purpose is. That's literally what your purpose is. So no matter what form you do that, if you are a writer, an artist, a creative, you have a purpose. It's how do you get that message out? And like I said, Mercury retrograde, the reason why everything feels so slow, right? Mercury is in retrograde. It's slowing down. It's not that it's reversed. It's slowing down. So you can analyze and you can process these messages, analyze and process these messages so that you can fully take it in. Technology starts slowing down. So it says, we just saw, it said reconnecting, pause. Technology starts slowing down. So it's like, did you process the message that we just gave you? Even right now, are you processing the messages that I'm giving you? And I see y'all messages. I am going to save this video so that y'all can rewatch it from the beginning, that you can go in. But these are downloads. These are downloads, right? When you hear spiritual people like, I just got a download. And I'm like, what's that? What's a download? This. Being in the Sage Me Down Temple, chapter 555, transformation, transforming your life. Me being the vessel from source, because they are channeling through me. They are speaking through me to get to you. You were on this live for a reason, for you to hear every single thing that I am saying. For the person that was crying because they felt this. For the person that said, I literally been feeling this way because I don't feel fulfilled. I don't know my purpose. I don't know where to go next. How? Where? They said right now. This is the time. Exist. Liberate yourself. Liberate your mind. Liberate your heart. Open up your heart and ask, right? Because we talked about talking specifically to source. Ask source, give me the faith. Ask source, give me protection. Give me love. Show me what I'm supposed to do. Give me clarity. Free my mind. Free my heart. Free the baggage that doesn't serve me with peace and with ease. Give me grace to be gentle with myself. Allow me to set boundaries for myself so that when people see me, they don't see expectations, but they see me existing in this body. My spirit existing in this body. My energy exuding out to the world who I truly am, of being present and existing without any expectation, limitation, or fears. Ani, you are blessing me right now. I am blessed for all of you that have tapped in and wanted to get knowledge. No matter what point you joined this video, no matter what point you was like, what are they talking about? Or I am blessed that everybody on here that joined was able to get some type of enlightenment, incitement to their life, to really sit here and liberate their mind and stop being, I heard this word the other day and I started cracking up. The guy, he was like, these people are bots. They move in formation. They're so conditioned that they don't know how to live for themselves. I want y'all, when y'all come here, to take out that bot battery out your back, that bot battery that they gave you, and put in a heart. Put in spirit. Stop letting this world, this chaotic, overwhelming world to consume you. Allow yourself to see the beauty of the world. Because remember, what did I say? If the creator made you in their image and you are a creator too, then create your own reality. Be the creator and creatress that I know that you are. Stop seeing chaos, see beauty. Stop seeing stress, see happiness. Stop seeing lack of, see abundance. There's no hate, there's love. So I just feel like after that, there's so much, like I said, downloads consistently coming. If y'all like this, please let me know in the comments down below. Even when I post this as a reel, if you received this and this helped you in any way, if this impacted you, please let me know, because I truly feel that I am a vessel, and the more that Spirit speaks to me and I speak to you, I'm here to help and guide, and that is my purpose. My purpose is to do this, what I'm doing right now. And the more I can know who I'm touching, who is really enduring this, I know how to move for my next steps. But I want to continue having Save Me Down Temple, because I feel like that's what I need to name it. Save Me Down Temple, because right now we just went through a whole sermon, testimony, whatever the case may be, and then we just gonna come down. So wherever you're at, I hope that you're in a place where you can do this for just 5 seconds. Whether you close your eyes or not, I want you to just breathe. And I want you, as you breathe, to just release whatever doesn't serve you, whatever was not for you. I want you to truly feel that you are divinely guided. You are protected. After today, you have started the liberation of your mind. I prayed over all of us so that we can have faith. We can strengthen our intuition. We can have happiness. We can have light. Whatever shadows that you've endured, learn from them. Allow them to be the foundation to your light. Allow them to teach you. Allow them to take you on this journey called life. Don't subscribe to anything or anyone that is not of your heart. Let your spirit guide you. Even if you listen to me and maybe there was something you liked or did not like, talk to spirit. Like I said, I'm not here to deliver you. No. I'm here to give you the tools so you can talk to them. So you can be on your journey for yourself, loving yourself, giving light to yourself in the world. So just take that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, inhaling love. And exhaling tension. Inhaling love. And exhaling whatever doesn't serve you anymore. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for allowing yourself to open up. I'm gonna post this for those of you just joining. Don't worry. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna save it. And we will be doing this way more often because it's needed. All right, have a great rest of your day, your evening. Love and light to you, all your loved ones. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I appreciate you all. Much love.